What does victory now look like for Ukraine? I've traveled across the country, and from conversations I've had, both on and off the record, it's clear that Ukraine's army cannot take back all of the land Russia has stolen since 2014, at least for now. Fatigue is setting in, Western support is faltering, and at least in some parts of the battlefield, Ukraine is losing.
A few kilometers behind us is Pokrovsk, and Pokrovsk is currently, in September 2024, where the Ukrainians are fighting very hard to stem the Russians who are pushing forward. So we're seeing in front of us a lot of military vehicles going past. On this side is Dnipro province, and on the other side is the beginning of Donetsk province, which is what Ukraine is fighting for right now, to keep control of what it still has.
Russia is advancing in the east, particularly around the cities of Pokrovsk and Vuhledar, just to the south.
And can their drones see us?
Так.
Yeah. Okay, well let's move before they see us.
Putin's willingness to sacrifice soldiers gives him an advantage. Russia is losing more than 1,000 men a day, dead and wounded. But Ukraine's troops are also exhausted and bleeding.
So I'm here inside this brand new field hospital.
We can do different type of operation.
When was the last time that this was used, this table?
Today.
Ukraine's army is struggling to mobilize and train enough troops to hold the line, let alone retake territory. A great deal depends on the commitment from the West.
We will survive this winter. We will handle it. There is no question with resilience. Question is more to you and to the free world, how much of endurance you have.
But fatigue is setting in amongst allies.
How much difference do you think it makes who wins the United States election?
A lot.
There's a growing gap between the total victory Ukrainians want and their willingness or ability to fight for it.
What we in a reporting trip of a week in Ukraine discovered were the strengths, the stresses, the difficulties, the potential.
Listen to our podcast to find out why it's crunch time for Ukraine.